Kabir, do you want to start us off with the weaknesses?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with. I think their biggest weakness is their finishing. I don't think they have the finishing might that they might have had. Sort of, I guess. I know Shreyas might have something to add about this, but I think Deepak Hooda was a very good finisher for them for some time, for the last couple of years or so, and they always had that sort of power at the end. I think that this year, I'm not sure who that finisher is going to be. I'm going to bring this up when I give my best team, but I think that between, say, Vijay Shankar, Abhishek Sharma, Rashid Khan, I guess those are your finishers, but is that really the sort of finishing code that you want?
Fair enough. Noor, are there any other weaknesses you want to add?
Yeah, I was going to say that the finishers is a problem for me. Their middle order is kind of flimsy as well, in my opinion. I mean, I think Manish Pandey has had a pretty great season before COVID-19 and everything. So he's a positive there, but otherwise, I'm not really sure or confident about their lower middle order and as Kabir said, how they can finish the game. Vijay Shankar in particular for me is a player that'll have a few good matches and then have a lot of not that great matches. So I'm concerned. What are they going to do after Kane Williamson gets out? So what if it's a quick first few wickets and then who's going to really pick up the slack in the middle lower order is where I think their biggest weakness is. Also, I'm a little concerned about their pace bowling. If you look at their lineup, they have Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, they have, Khalil Ahmed and all of these people, and they're great talents, but their form recently has not been the greatest. Bhuvaneshwar Kumar in particular has been dealing with a lot of injuries. So while I really want him to have a good season, I think if they're not 100% healthy or not 100% back, their pace can really be a little bit of a roadblocker for them.
I think just to add to that, I don't think that they have the sort of real fast bowlers anymore. I think that's a big weakness. I think Bhuvnesh Kumar, Sandeep Sharma, Khalil Ahmed, Siddharth Kaul, they all bowl about the same pace. Basil Thampi is a bit quicker. Billy Sandlake is quick, but is he going to play? So.
Shreyas, any other weaknesses you see as a fan?
I guess those two are our biggest weaknesses, definitely. And like Noor said, Manish Pandey did have a decent season last year, and he's done well for India as well. But we're not sure if he's going to carry on that form. And as we go lower down the order, we have issues, same with finishers as well. Probably Nabi and even Marsh, I guess, could finish, but then that takes up an overseas spot, and we don't know. We can only play for overseas, so that's a bit of a concern. And other weakness, I guess, that's not really been talked about much is a good Indian spinner. I don't think we have a good Indian spinner, and there's no one to complement Rashid Khan. You have to play Nabi if you're going to play a second spinner because Abhishek Sharma and Virat Singh aren't they don't have the expertise that you might have as a good spinner. So that's one more concern, and we'll see how the Hyderabad franchise tackles it.
Just one other weakness that I see, it can be a weakness depending on how they handle the situation, but I feel for the Hyderabad team, their foreigners, the way they pick their foreigners is going to be a key factor this season and how their season pans out. Because obviously Bairstow and Warner are definitely two, and Rashid, that's already taken up 3 spots of short foreigners. And I feel like it's very important for them how they choose their fourth foreigner. So we're going to see this, I guess, when we look at the 11s. But I'm pretty sure some of us are going to have Williamson, some will have Nabi, and maybe somebody has a left field pick like Marsh or Stanlake. And I think that's going to be a key reason, because if they go with Williamson, that really leaves them light. And it's going to have people like Pandey and Shankar coming at 5 and 6, which is not their strongest position really. So I think the way they choose their foreign quota is going to be really important this season.